Alex should be. Why'd I just leave the party?
You guys need to watch this.
I should have jumped up for that way earlier.
This game is not suitable for children or
DokiDoki
those who are
Literature
really
Club Plus.
disturbed. Or easily disturbed. Individuals powering.
Oh.
I got no idea, bro. Maybe the one in the middle to the left. I don't know, bro. All these are kind of like premature.
Wait, send a screenshot of him. Send a screenshot of what you're looking at. Like which one I picked.
Screenshot.
Send a screenshot. Fattest. Just send it.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. You might be disappointed. Please enter my name. Okay.
This game winnable.
Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any
Maybe you missed that. Maybe it was winnable.
She might draw to herself. The girl saw you were my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for
Wait, I'm not in your
each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired.
What happened that game? Half Stormy's platinum.
But she's going to chase everything like this. I almost feel better off running away. After I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk unless I were to catch up to me.
Oh, yeah, about that. You're already in the party, dumbass.
You want to voice act them?
I know.
Yeah. Oh wait, that was me. Sorry. You got it. Yeah, I forgot. This is you though.
Oh, I gotta peep this.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
You in a game, Alex? Alex, did you find a game?
Whatever you say, Cywari.
Close your app and open it.
Okay.
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. A club?
The Rocket League Club.
I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Cywari likes to worry. Yeah, Elijah, where are you?
To worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Elijah's dead!
Oh shit, you can see it now?
Yeah. Relatable. W caring friend. What the hell is that?
Alright. Should I put like a anime voice? Because this is kind of awkward just doing it in my normal.
Alright.
I'll look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises though. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. We need a narrator.
I'm only part-time.
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl?
I'm challenging this!
More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her so worried about me makes me want to ease her mind out at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sayori! Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. You don't need to wait up for me, if it's going to make you late to your own club.
SpongeBob voice.
Know what? Sayori! There's no way I'm going to your club. Sayori is a vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. I mean, oh my god. In fact, I'm in the litter club, yo. Wait, do you guys have your voice shared?
Yeah.
I think you might, I don't know, go to the party settings.
Remember, if you're on a PS4, like, if you're on PS4, it just forces you to share it.
Hold on. I'm just gonna start
a promise.
Fuck. I'm just gonna record a clip and see if there is. Make sure.
Triple coming. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I don't think you have yours shared. Alright, go to the party screen.
Flip it in moment.
You see the 3 dots, click that. Voice chat setting. And then share your voice, allow. Alright. Starting's a little...
Oh my.
Probably fucking... People can think I'm schizophrenic or something.
Did you just say you backflip?
Alright. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did this because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well...
Nice.
I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh.
Do it.
Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes! Let's go.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Phew.
Everyone! The new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
You want me to do all the girls?
I need somebody else. Elijah.
Wake up.
I would help you if I wasn't playing Rocket League right now.
Should I do it?
Woke up to the literature club.
Dude, that kind of matches up.
Sayori always says nice things about you. I love a game. I might need to.
Dude, this one's really high.
Holy shit.
Seriously? You bad a boy?
You might need to do all the voices.
Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, Mason. What a surprise. What a nice
Oh, Mr.
Yo,
Welcome to the club.
Much
This talks like a fucking Obama.
all words escape me in this situation. This club. It's full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at?
Sugoi.
If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry?
Natsuki.
The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
I should have whispered it. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Gary.
I
forgot this girl's voice. He's Yuri.
Oh, they said Gary. Gary.
You should have never come here.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, she seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
Oh, wait. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's good to see you again, miss.
Damn.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most
What happened
popular
there?
girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic.
You were
Basically,
distracted.
completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica?
Come sit down, Mason. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey! I made them. I'll get them.
Are you gonna
Sorry.
get there?
I got a little too excited.
Are you gonna get off?
Then how about I make some real tea as well?
You'll work today.
Girls have a
that
few
is,
desks
versus
arranged
tomorrow.
to form a table.
Shit.
As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh,
Yo, Dylan, which one do you want to be?
Be the one on the right.
All the way on the right?
Yeah, I'll be that one. I like David voices the left girl good.
Which one? Which
And
left
the
girl?
middle one. The left and the middle one.
You guys gotta have like a little difference. Because the one on the left and the one in the middle kind of sound the same right now. That like we need like
Nah,
a
but the
kind
one
of
on the
accent.
left is like the one in the middle is like really high, and the one on the left is kind of high.
I think the one in the middle should be like kind of like a Valley Girl kind of.
Valley girl?
Oh my god.
I don't know, just a different kind of accent. Natsuki lifts
I
the
already
foil off the
tried.
tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute.
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. That voice
Well,
was-
you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did, Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for you, you know. I mean, you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
You want me to voice act this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's your bitch. It's your bitch.
Whoa, Pop.
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy your book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
One, the right's a work in progress. I haven't found the right tone yet. Wait, who's talking?
Left.
The left talking? I mean, I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Wait, what did he say?
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow then smiles at me.
So what made you consider a literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Sayori.
Oh shit. Monika's a really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new.
Hold up. You gotta boost your voice.
Dude, this shit feels like I'm back in Minor Jokes, bro, with those plays they made us do.
For real.
Every
Popcorn
Friday or
reading.
something. Now they make us do like Romeo and Juliet. I was
Especially when
Romeo.
it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm and literature.
So, Mason, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga?
Ew!
I mutter quietly to myself, half
Get
joking.
out!
Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think, or take me to another world, I really can't put it down. The real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you the idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back.
Fine, fine.
Your cupcakes. Your poems.
That was creepy. Are you okay, Sayori?
Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori.
Pause.
Sidles.
Hey, yo.
Sidles up behind Natsuki and put her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truth from a writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, let's share. Okay! I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them to each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah! Let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. The bond. Whoops. Isn't that right, Mason?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
I felt that before.
But, I'm sorry, I thought.
Mason!
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Ah, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Mason, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. I can really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Mason, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that,
Yay.
the two of us depart the classroom and make our ways home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me, and I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Holy shit. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might appear with whoever likes your poem.
Damn.
Oh, okay. How do I...
You gotta choose who you're going for.
Oh, okay. I could slightly see which one was selected, okay. Amazing. Amazing.
Hey, which one of the girls you writing this for?
I got no idea, bro. Oh shit. Damn, which one? Monica's not even on there. Interesting. Okay, amazing.
Yeah, she's like the final boss, I guess.
Yeah. Amazing. Calm. Massacre? Oh shit.
What is goddamn Sayori like?
Like cute shit.
I thought that was freaking
Milk. Milky.
Mitsuki or something. Yo, Milky. Milky
oh,
meager. Yo, Milky explode.
Milky meager. Milky explode.
Graveyard.
Intellectual.
Mouse, yo, Milky Mouse. Milky Mouse.
Mouse? No,
Yeah,
no.
Milky Mouse.
Oh no, I can't. Intellectual rain cloud.
Anime.
Hurt.
Aura. Yeah.
Or aura. Cry. Vivid. Unrestrained. Agonizing.
Nice.
Skirt.
Excitement.
Skirt. You like
Climax.
Climax.
Yeah, the milky climax. Yeah.
Sensation.
Vivacious.
Vivacious. Beauty.
Bunny.
Philosophy.
After all these words, this is bunny.
Covette.
Fantasy.
Fantasy. Sparkle. Oh shit. That was it.
It's gonna just make no sense at all. Hi again, Mason. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Mason. Overwhelming of a commitment for you. Begging to dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you're planning to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Atsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
What?
Dude, I think Monica Loki should have like a talk to a kind of vibe.
No, that's bad.
she's like southern.
Yeah.
What is
Atsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Dude. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated,
Ew.
Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Mason always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
What?
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Mason can become good friends too.
Oh, hell no.
Sayori.
Hmm.
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori!
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
What the?
I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on her first few pages.
Ugh.
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Ugh. It's fine. If I was focused, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Oh. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. Just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mason?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. No, I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing from my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't mind. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
Ah, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. Fuck. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat Fuck this. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from the book, from my book instead.
Sorry! I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. Yeah, I mean...
Here.
Skip that laughing part, bro.
I slide my
You have
desk.
to laugh.
I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm and on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding it like this, we're huddling even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me, as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost seems like an intimate exchange. My thumb's gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a little silly thought, but the main characters kind of remind you of... reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does.
Holy shit, look at that side eye.
She's afraid she'll say something wrong.
Side eye.
It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Mason, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's just so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything!
Holy shit.
Sorry, I really didn't know you were so conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess you don't. I guess you don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a little, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah? My relaxation ends.
Oh God.
I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn... Loose leaf? Sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral book? She got grabba? On the other hand, yeah, she's rolling blunts. What the fuck? With a loose leaf? On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Oh God.
Who should I show my poem to first? Fuck. Any votes?
Now you pick.
Yeah, it's up to you, bro. Who'd you write it for?
Oh shit, I guess he has a favorite.
I think it was... I think it's got more complicated words in it. Maybe Yuri would like it. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Huh? Did you say that out loud? Or did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's gonna hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It says that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their styles very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Not so you can be a little bit biased though.
But biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh my god, I can barely read this.
What the hell does that say?
Host? Under the light, the tendrils
Who wrote this?
of
Fucking
my
Tolkien?
hair
What the fuck?
illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers? I flicken the book.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't
too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you in a ghost, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't all about ghosts at all, Mason.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Mason.
Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori.
Fucking Sayori. This is a good poem, Mason. Are you sure it's your first name?
Of course.
Oh shit, my bad.
It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it's impressed me. Well, to be honest, what the fuck? I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front. Oh, you probably should say that.
Huh?
Sayori, this is your thoughts.
Oh. Fuck. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room.
Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Mason. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that, then.
Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori! This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me a little better about... Well, maybe that... Fuck. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah.
It's passion.
I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line. I made... Shit.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This is so much fun. The hell is this?
That's your line. That's your line.
Oh, Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Yo, Elijah, you here?
No, he's dead.
Oh my god, dude, he needs to be one of these. Who should I show my poem to next?
Hi, Mason. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're doing everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Mason. I'm a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. Great job, Mason. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes that kind of writing, right? Writings that full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes to use simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take a year to practice, which I'm assuming Yuri had at this point. I've never really asked though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Spit on that thing. Just keep exploring. I learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find out what fits you the most. But don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction of the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel... What? I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My... What?
Retinas?
My retinas?
Retinas?
My Latinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choice. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Whoa. This just sounds gay.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect, and you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper, tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki.
Well,
I already forgot how to do it, bro.
well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me.
It's a little
It's not like I
blunt.
said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste?
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it, bitch.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb.
Crickets
Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it.
Dude, Dylan's like your finger going down the page, bro.
Yeah? I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I won't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people won't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then make it fall flat on purpose. It helps me bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you're trying that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I don't. But it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Mason did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer. I've spent a long time establishing my own writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Oh, and Mason liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Mason appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't... Whoa. I was...
Wasn't expecting that.
Well, I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Mason started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't
involve you!
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Mason. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Mason.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Mason? Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be...
Oh my god.
Shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
Help me, Sayori! Natsuki! Natsuki glazed at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori!
Eh?
Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Mason! Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Okay, shit.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up bitch she is.
She would never. It's your immaturity that makes her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because...
Well...
Also... Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they've always been. Big and beautiful.
Sayori! Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
Yeah, I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things. I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me.
Nah, it's not like that. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, didn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care, okay? I would hate to see you get yourself hurt.
That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Mason, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poem will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Mason, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen a fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Mason, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It's like the It Clown, bruh. Pennywise.
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I passed Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Who am I trying to impress this time? Fuck. I forget which one likes what.
Sayori's like stuff, and then Natsuki likes cute things, and then Yuri likes ghosts and shit.
Clumsy.
What does Sayori like?
Clumsy.
What was her poem about?
I don't know, bro.
I would take away water if we didn't drink that part.
Clumsy friends. Play. Kawaii. Sticky.
Uncanny. Pain. Kawaii
Landscape.
pain.
swirl, sweets, bubbles, together, disoriented, beauty, fester, color, happiness. Ah, fuck. Infinite. Infinite candy, infinite variance. Loud. Pleasure. Milk.
Loud pleasure milk.
Talk about busting a nut again.
Loud pleasure milk.
Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scenes greets me.
Hi, Mason.
Yo, Sayori! Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to being in the club. That's not you in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you into a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it.
Ah!
Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open, and then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill out onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori!
That's not fair! How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that you will lend you... Fuck you! But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option.
Oh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ha ha ha. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always.
Yeah, I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Hey! Tell Mason to let me borrow some money.
That's... don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed into my book. Ugh.
Ah! I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side to you.
That's... There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
That.
Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
You wouldn't have come if you weren't for the cupcakes. So I did trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Pwat!
Kill! Ow! What was? A cookie.
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Chocolate chip cookie.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that would almost work.
Bro, I don't want to keep doing this, bro. It's hard to keep switching, bro.
Come on, bro.
They're like the same voice.
Yeah, just use the same voice.
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez,
Jeez.
just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
You're going through a lot just over one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Gee whiz. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Still, I'm really happy that you shared this with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Freaky.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
What the fuck? Hey!
Are you seriously gonna just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to
Goblin.
safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori?
Yeah? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where's Monica anyways?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual.
She's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly,
God.
the door swings open,
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
and there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up, anyway?
Yeah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. Yeah.
That makes no sense, though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring at least?
I must have not heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano. I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
That's...
Monica looks at me.
maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds so cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Mason.
Monica smiles sweetly. Ah. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the books Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
Oh shit. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem though.
Yeah? What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important how to get people to show what the fuck? Why am I so retarded? And after they come, we can do the things to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right.
God. Yo. Hold up.
Natsuki makes the best cupcakes.
Hakuto, spit on that thing.
Yo.
What?
That works out perfectly.
No.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is, then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. Fuck, I got disconnected.
Oh shit.
What the fuck? Is that how you spell it? But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Hua! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our schools have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
true, though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Huh? Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's secret.
I knew it!
Come on! At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Ugh.
Sayori glances around at herself.
How's it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, it's sticking out all around there.
Huh?
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying
Don't
to straighten
fucking
it
touch
out.
me!
Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would even notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Huh? That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
Damn.
Yo, let's screenshot this, bro.
Bro, that one angle.
This angle. This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be
careful.
careful.
Oh,
The button might come off.
why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
I did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Yeah.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth that at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Woo! That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you
What?
saying that like it's a good thing?
Because... And if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let me do this thing. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Aw, but I was just joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Eh? Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yay! Mason, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic. Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
That was the most enthusiastic day I've ever read.
Yeah, who should I show my poem to first? Sayori.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Mason.
Eh?
I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem.
Ugh. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori.
No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I?
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ah.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Mason poem! That makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
Eh. Well, I'm not really good at figuring things. Really good at figuring things out. If poems are good or bad.
Did you hear that?
But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works, but then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Oh, you want me to write something for me? Or you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes it's a little of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for?
Melancholy.
Bittersweet.
Ah,
Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give you the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Huh? Is it? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Mason. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the book. the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. Whoa, some Diddy shit. I blow off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Whoa. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends, and they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Wow. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my feelings a little better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica!
This crunchy bitch.
Hi again, Mason. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess. Whoa.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are little similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, and the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. But I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, that sounds like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless. What the fuck
Cacophony?
is that? Cacophony? An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms, squeaking. screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me?
What?
Bro. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess.
I kinda like to with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I write the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as physical expressions of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
How do I save?
Is that fourth wall breaking?
Yeah, I think so, bro. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki!
Thank God.
That's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
Phew. What?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Aha, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, she likes black guys. How can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Well, like, she's dragging around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she probably would... she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each other what? You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. It's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Hello?
Yep. Technical
Hold
difficulties, I
up.
guess.
Intermission.
Shit.
I needed that. My throat hurts.
Yeah, this is the most reading I've done. Like, wow. Bro, why does that have to be when I'm getting sick, too? Guys, I might hop off right now, so you might need to do all the voices now, dude.
No.
So, good luck with that.
Fuck.
Alright. Toodaloo, guys.
To do.
Alright, see you, bro. Alright, I think we'll just leave it off here.
Fuck
Unless
it.
you want to keep going, bro.
No, whatever. Yo, do you just fucking Elijah at Baldur's Gate?
No.
This shit says he played it.
He played it fucking